So my screen is visible to all?
Yes, yes.
So till yesterday we have completed language model preparation. I will go for monophone training. So in monophone training, I will first check where I am. PWD. Yeah, I am in the right folder path. Now, my script is visible to all of you. Is it fine, or I have to increase the font size? Can someone? The fonts are visible.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay. So they have completed till stage 7. Now we will go to stage 8. So before we will do the monophone training, we have to create a subset. From the train set, we will create a subset by considering 500 small sentences. So why we will take 500 small sentences? It is assumed that if it is a small sentence, this whatever this phonemic transcription we are giving, it will be better aligned. Okay, so we will start our monophone training with that small 500 sentences. So once we get the alignment, then we will go on increasing to the full data set. Okay, so first our target is to create that subset of 500 sentences, small 500 sentences. For that, Kaldi have this utils of subset data directory.sh. So what it required? It required your training set, okay, and it required it can do the random subset also. At if you give a according to your duration, short duration, it will find 500 short duration segments and it will create a new folder, and that destination location we also have to give. So if you see, if I am calling this utils subset directory.sh and giving argument as a test, and here I am giving my training folder that we have created yesterday, data train clean _5, and I am telling you I need only 500 sentences from that destination folder. Okay, so now I will run only stage 8. Okay, so for that I will make here stage 8. Then other part I will comment. Now I will run my script. Yeah. So now this is telling from 1519 it have found 500 that subset directory it have created. Let's see where it is created.
So one doubt.
Yeah.
The subset will be starting 500 or it will be a random 500 data?
No, it will be shortest 500. Shortest means short duration 500.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Short, it will take short duration 500. Why they are taking short duration case? If it is just duration is small, whatever the transcription we are giving, no, so that will be proper aligned. We can assume that will be proper aligned. So whatever we can get means initial alignment, whatever we will get, that will be the best case. Then we can go for increasing the whole data set. Okay, is it fine?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So now you can see this folder I have created and it have all this whatever we have created. See, the initially we have created web.scp, utterance to spk, text file and speaker to gender, and this cmvn scp feed.scp will be generated when we created this MFCC feature. We have extracted this MFCC feature. Even this frame shift and frame utterance to duration also created at that time. Okay. Now we will go to do the Triphone training. So, sorry, Monophone training. We will start with Monophone. Then after that we can go for Triphone and other transforms we will use. Okay. So for the Monophone training, what we need generally for the training process, we need our feature vectors. Okay. So and our text file and the language, this pronunciation model, correct? Or pronunciation dictionary we need, correct? So these things we need: pronunciation pronunciation dictionary and our feature files and the corresponding text files we needed. So for that, for training, we are writing it. We will call to train mono.sh, which will train the GMM HMM based model. And for that, we are considering the default setup. Okay, so if you want to put your setup, you can put the train in the configuration file. You can give your configuration when you are computing this one. Here it is taking the default setup for this GMM HMM model. Okay, so now we can go and run this part. And here, if we see this, we are giving argument h, train 500 sort, and this language model what we have created yesterday. This language model have the lexicon and vocabulary. Okay, lang no sp. Okay, and this initial what we have seen that last yesterday, that the GFST we have created, LFST we have created, and that topo have initial HMM model. So using this, we will go on iterating and get the HMM model. Let's see how it creates.
Sir, this train underscore mono.sh is independent of language. Like we can use for any language, like Hindi, English.
Yes. It is independent of language.
So this Kaldi is like a set of library, and we can use for any language.
Yes. This Kaldi is a ASR toolkit. Even now they are also extended to speaker recognition, language identification, many things. So, but initially they started for ASR, automatic speech recognition. So all those scripts, whatever we are seeing, we can customize for our local languages.
So we need to customize for like every language.
No, this train mono.sh, we don't have to change anything. What we have to change, the transcription and all these files we have to change if you want to go for a local language case.
Like
okay.
Make underscore MFCC is there. So like we have used in Hindi, English. So MFCC.
Yeah, for any case you can use make mfcc.sh. You don't have to do anything, no. See, for feature extraction, even the language is changing, you can use same features, correct?
So process will be same because like character and everything will get changed in language to language, right?
Yeah,
the pronunciation.
Yeah, pronunciation you have to give, no. This pronunciation dictionary when we are creating, no, we actually have to give two inputs, correct? One will be your vocabulary and lexicon, correct? And then you have to build your language model. That depends on your language, correct?
Yeah.
So the feature extraction and acoustic modeling will be independent from your language, correct?
Okay, so for like this HMM and all, I can change like how many states and like parameters I can change, right?
Yeah, that part you can give. You can customize this train mono.sh to give the number of whatever parameters you want to change. That things you can do. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we will run the stage 9 now. So this is showing pass 1, then aligning data, then pass 2, aligning data. That means, so once they estimate the HMM parameters, they are going for Viterbi decoding. Again, using that decoded values, then again they are passing and estimating the parameters. Again, they are aligning. So it's a continuous process they are doing. So with multiple iterations. Yeah. So now this monophone training is completed. Now, if you want to see what we have got, you can see here. So go to the EXP. Earlier that was only make MFCC. Now this mono folder have created. So inside that, these are with different, that depend that defines with different alignment how they have created. Then there will be a final.mdl file. Yeah. So this final.mdl contains all the Gaussian mixture model and all this information. Now let's see what it is. Okay. Now for checking that, what I have to do, I have to take this, I have to import all the binary files path to my terminal. Using this. Now I will take GMM info. XP mono, then final.mdl. So it will tell that we have total 346 phones. We are taking 127 PDFs to model that. Transition ID total we have 2196. Transition states we have 1058, and our feature dimension is 39, and number of Gaussians we are using 1000. That are the default settings you are using. So in this way you can see the GMM, whatever this Gaussian mixture model have created, the information of that one. Now if you want to see the phone specific model, you can use GMM copy to see the GMM HMM model.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, in the number of phones, the number of PDFs are 127. So there are 121 different sounds. Sir.
Actually this 127 PDFs, if I will correctly tell, that are the means different clusters it have. It may have, it may not have that 346 number of phones, no, unique phones if you see. Okay.
So that's what there are
So it
126
have
unique phones, sir.
127 PDFs, means that are means they that phones may be clustered. Maybe you can cluster it into 127 clusters. Okay.
You mean to say like there are 127 unique phones?
Because it's not unique phones, we can say 127 clusters. Okay, so each cluster may have more than one phones. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, can we customize this GMM info, or it is empirical based on the data?
It is you can customize it. GMM info you can't customize, but when you are training that trend.sh, if you go to trend_mono.sh, there you can fix some parameters. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now this txt file have created. Now you can see this. So now you can see initial topo we have taken like this. Now for each phone set we can get multiple files. GMM, they are taking diagonal GMM, and this is weights and mean variance. You can go through it. Okay. So you can also see the transitions, what we are getting. So to see the transition, you have to use show transition. For that, you have to give your phone set and your model. So I will interpret it. You can see this. So what it is telling, if I will go to ZHIG initial state, if it is in HMM state 0, if it is in HMM state 0, as Professor Samudra Vijay have told that each phone can be modeled as a tri-state model, correct? So if it is in state 0, there have a probability that it will self-loop. Okay, self-loop with 0.73, and it will emit to 1 first state with 0.26 probability. Okay, if it is in state 1, then the probability of self will be 0.72, and it will emitting state will be 0.27. Similarly, if it is in HMM state 2, so the probability is 2 to 3 will be 0.32, and self loop is 0.6756. Okay.
So I have a question, sir. So here we have there is a combination of two phones here, ZS and E and ZS and I. We are saying these things. So is it like the phone is this is a like the probability of transition of the phoneme of this is actually transition from one state to another, we said, right? So is it like the I'm not, so ZHE, we are considering this as a one phone or what, like bigram kind of?
Yeah, initially I think that if you consider the unique phones.
Jagbandhu, so we can attend to this question little later if possible. Okay. There's one announcement to make. So we can take that this thing off from this workshop. So good afternoon to all. Yeah, ma'am, Rajalakshmi ma'am.
Hi, Deepak.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Professor Rajalakshmi.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much for joining.
Yeah.
So,
It was
Deepak?
really.
Yeah. Shall we go ahead, ma'am? Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, please. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon to all, ladies and gentlemen. So how can we make such virtual school a success without sponsors? So Tihan is one of the sponsors for this virtual school. I would like to welcome Professor P. Rajalakshmi, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Hyderabad, to this virtual school on development of speech recognition systems for Indian languages using deep learning and open source resources. She is also the project director for Technology Incubation Hub on autonomous navigation and data acquisition systems, called in short as TIHAN at IIT Hyderabad. We would like to thank you, ma'am, from the bottom of our hearts for helping us get this sponsorship. There are many interesting things that are happening at Tihan and certainly would be of interest to the participants of this virtual school. To know more about Tihan and its activities, let us listen to Rajalakshmi ma'am. Over to you, ma'am, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Deepak. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Mahadev.
Thank you.
It was really a good, workshop, and we really feel very happy that we are one of the sponsors for the workshop as well. Yeah. So as Deepak told, like I'll just give a very brief overview of what Tihan is. So that because it is very, as he said, it's a very new activity that has been spun out of a DST initiative. So let me just talk about it for next 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. So is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so DST under its National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems have identified technology innovation hubs, around 25 of them across the country, in different technology verticals. So IIT Hyderabad have been awarded in the technology vertical of autonomous navigation and data acquisition systems for UAVs, ROVs, etc. So, and what was also said was that, this project, which is awarded to each of this host institute or each of these IITs or the host institutes, they will be functioning as a separate Section 8 company. So, under that particular host institute, in this case, IIT Hyderabad. So, it is a Section 8 company at IIT Hyderabad, which we call as Technology Innovation Hub on Autonomous Navigations, Tihan Foundations at IITH. Okay, so this DST, is going to fund for 5 years. The quantum of funding around 135 crores. Yeah. So what is THAN? So the vision and mission, if we want to say, it is going to be the hub for safe, sustainable, smart next generation mobility. So this is the vision. So the hub will develop the next generation autonomous navigation technologies. Okay. So mainly focusing on real-time autonomous navigation, data acquisition systems. The different areas or the subdomains that the THAN will focus on is quality data acquisition. Why specifically? I will show some of the use cases. First of all, the data acquisition, particularly quality data acquisition, is very, very essential when the data is going to be collected for mobile environments. When I say mobile, when it is going to be moving platforms. Okay, so either it can be aerial or terrestrial. Then multi-sensor perceptions. AI ML frameworks, real-time edge computing, then communication networking, that is, connected vehicles, either it can be aerial or terrestrial. Then the most important, testing and validation. Simulators, when I say simulators, you should have been, you must be, maybe, when it comes to vehicles, people talk about software in loop, model in loop, vehicle in loop, hardware in loop. So those kind of simulators, and the design aspect of the entire system itself. Okay, so these are different domains, or the areas, primary focus areas for the hub. Okay. The next important thing, we wanted to also contribute in the area of standard operating procedures, regulations, policies. Okay, so when I say standard operating procedures, so what do we mean by that? So basically it means let me just explain with the help of a use case. When it comes to UAVs for agriculture, the way in which pilot has to fly the UAV keeps changing, okay, based on the climatic conditions, based on the crop of study, based on the stage in which the crop is. So for example, when you talk about legumes, when you talk about different kinds of crops, for example a chickpea kind of a crop, which is not very tall growing, whereas if it is a maize, it can be a very tall growing. So depending on the type of the crop, okay, depending on the stage, that is whether it is germinating, whether it is a 3-leaf stage, or whether it is vegetation stage, whether it is in the flowering stage. So depending on that, the height at which the UAV has to be flown is different, okay, for quality data acquisition. That is, for good resolution data. Okay, so basically, and also depending on the type of the sensor on the drone. For example, if I'm going to mount an RGB sensor to the drone, then what is the ideal time to fly the drone? It is generally in the maybe around 7 to 9 in the morning hours, or 4 to 5 in the evening hours. When I'm mounting the imagers like hyperspectral or multispectral camera, generally the time frame in the noon, like maybe from 11 to 2, that time frame is more ideal for collecting a good quality data. Okay, so this kind of study, so this standard operating procedure generally helps the remotely operated vehicles, or unmanned aerial vehicles, or those kind of autonomous vehicles, to acquire good quality data. Okay, not in the presence of a skilled person, even a semi-skilled person, a pilot who is can acquire the data in a very qualitative manner, and it can be further sent to the research engineers for further post processing purposes. So that is what we mean by standard operating procedures. Okay, can we come up with some guidelines how the remotely operated vehicles or the UAVs have to be operated, so that quality data is acquired even by semi-skilled people. Okay, so that is one very important thing if we want to contribute. The next thing, test beds are the living labs. I'd also talk about it. We are, at IIT Hyderabad, we are planning to build a test bed on autonomous navigation. Okay, which will be an integrated test bed for both aerial and terrestrial vehicles. So the the primary focus area, autonomous transportation systems, it can be either aerial, terrestrial, or surface. Then the technology fallouts can also be used for other application areas like agriculture, farming, infrastructure, surveillance, and environmental monitoring. So these are primarily, are the primary and the secondary focus areas for the hub. Okay, so at THAN, what are the different activities that are being carried out? So THAN, R&D, as we, let me just put on the pointer. Okay, so R&D, so as I was saying, different technology will be developed as part of the hub for autonomous navigation data acquisition. Then, the main thing, so it is more not just the what is that basic R&D, but also, we wanted to go to translational research, that is R&D going to the level of product and then going to the market. So which is through industry collaborations, and some of the niche areas can be covered up through innovation startup ecosystems. Okay, so Jihan also have startup funding, entrepreneurship ecosystem. Then we have a lot of international collaborations. Okay, so already we have signed up some MOUs with international collaborators, some of the OEMs. Then human resource and skill development. So as part of human resource skill development, we have we have started new MTech programs, PhD programs, master's programs, and we have also avenues for supporting faculty fellowship, chair professors, okay, visiting faculty for the hub. So these are the different human resource and skill development programs, and we can have workshops like what is happening now in collaboration with IIIT Dharwad and IIT Dharwad. Such kind of workshops can be jointly organized with the support from THAN. So these are some of the human resource and skill development activities, specifically in the area of autonomous navigations. So these are the different activities which are actually happening under the umbrella of THAN. Okay, so as I was saying, just briefly, I will show some of the activities ongoing. So as I was saying, data acquisition. So if you see, this is, actually all these data have been acquired at IITH itself. So the first one, it is a 3D LiDAR data. It is a 360-degree LiDAR data which has been acquired when the LiDAR is static. So you can see all the, there is a quality data being acquired. You can see the all the objects in the vicinity of the LiDAR is all perfect. It can be used for post-processing purposes. When the same LiDAR, when it is mounted on a UAV, you can see how the image or the data acquired from the LiDAR is getting distorted. Okay, so that's what we were saying. The moment you place the sensor on a mobile platform, there are a number of issues at technology have to be developed so that you get a good quality data acquired from mobile platforms. Similar, this one is a hyperspectral imager. Okay, so when it is mounted on a UAV and if it is not properly calibrated, different kinds of calibration, motion distortion, external disturbances. Okay, so all those things. Okay, so the way in which data has to be acquired when it is in a moving platform itself is a challenge. Okay, so when we had to actually acquire when we wanted to start the autonomous navigation research some 3 years before, we had imported a drone with LiDAR mounted onto it, so which was very, very costly. It was so it was almost 3 to 4 times of the original BOM cost of the equipment. And when we actually analyzed, it was all the IP was all on how this sensor, high-end sensor, gets integrated onto the drone for this quality data acquisition. So what we thought was it is very important that know-how has to be generated internally in the country, so that we have the expertise of mounting high-end sensors which are very, very essential, like LiDAR or hyperspectral imager on the drone or any other moving platform for that matter. So Tihan will provide support or develop technology for quality data acquisition on different kinds of platforms with different kinds of sensors onto it. Okay, so this is one thing. Again, these are some of the things like RGB. We are very clear. We know most of it. Multispectral, hyperspectral. As you go to higher end sensors, you see the quantum of data that is being generated out of the sensor is also huge. Okay, so that way the complexity of the sensor with high-end sensors also keeps increasing, not only from the volume of the data, but the way in which the data has to be handled, the way in which the sensor has to be handled, everything becomes a challenge. Okay, so this is one of the things we want to give a primary focus and create good know-hows in this domain. Yeah. Now coming to aerial vehicles, as we were saying, we want to develop technologies for aerial as well as terrestrial. So aerial vehicles, again, different spans are there. You know that drones have, less than 2 kg, like micro, nano kind of drones, small category drones, from 2 to 25 kg, and medium, large scale drones. So we wanted to actually develop technologies in different categories for different applications, mainly the small category drones. We are very pervasive. The most of the things that are commercially available, the technology, the drone is very stable, structure is all very stable, sensors are all well mounted onto it. Whereas when you go to this low, that is micro and nano category, there are many challenges about the structure, stability, maneuverability, the sensors for integration, endurance, operations, the fuel. Okay, so we would like to research that area. Similarly, when you go to the other end, about 25 kg, like, we can start from, maybe like an ambulance kind of a thing for carrying heavy loads from one area, from source to the destination, starting from transportation vehicle to something going up to the level of flying cars, next generation hybrid mobility solutions, which can be able to actually do both ground as well as aerial, integrated kind of a vehicle. Okay, so this kind of futuristic technology also we would like to develop as part of the hub when it comes to the aerial vehicles. Now, this is about the vision for the aerial vehicles. Now, going forward on the ground vehicles, again, like we would like to say, again, the ground vehicles, we would like to develop the technology. Most of us know that, the European countries or, Western countries are very well developed with autonomous vehicle, while it is very difficult to adopt the same technology for the Indian context because of our hybrid kind of scenarios and heterogeneity, the traffic, mixed kind of traffic that exists in the situation in our country. So we would like to, that's why now government has also started putting Ministry of Heavy Industries have started putting some work groups in integrating ADAS in the vehicle itself, okay, as a mandatory stuff. So the discussions are going on. Some work groups have been started. Okay, so we would also at IITH at Tihan we wanted to start with level 2, level 3 autonomy and gradually move to level 4 and 5. So which again is it's like more like sensors, computes, actuators, and connected vehicle. So this is a combination of all these different sectors coming together. So again, in all these things, when it comes to the aerial vehicles or the ground vehicles, once I have the vehicle ready, okay, how do I actually test and validate? That is where, the test bed plays a very, very important role or crucial role. Yeah, so at IIT Hyderabad, as part of the THAN, this is the map of IITH. So we have identified an area which is very close to the sports complex as the test bed for aerial as well as terrestrial vehicles. So basically, when we say what is this test bed, it is around 2.5 acres of land we have identified, and we will have different kinds of road setups, like multi-lane road, 2-lane road, you can see the S-curve, cross junctions, so roundabouts. So those kind of different kinds of road setups, and you have the rural cement road. So this is basically test bed in which your autonomous vehicle at different levels can be tested. Okay, this is very, very important. Most of the time, where, after the development, it becomes very difficult to find a test bed for testing the things. So this is first of its kind also in the country, where we will have this. So one analogous to this is something like MCT in University of Michigan, or a C-track test track or test bed in NTU, Singapore. So something similar is what we are developing now. We are so this we are calling it as an integrated one, because we are also planning to have in a hangar facility, because for aerial vehicle also we want to actually do this testing here. So command control station, hangar facility where you will be able to build a large size drone. Okay, whatever our vision is for Tihan, okay, can also be integrated in this. So basically, and also we have dedicated area for, what is that, control drone testing. That is, when I say controlled, it is more like a netted kind of area where the drones can be tested. Okay, so that is the this is briefly about the test bed. So the facilities in this, like proving grounds, test tracks. Okay, the state of the art simulation tools, sill, mill, hill, then road infrastructures, like smart infra poles. When I say smart poles, like some of the poles are going to be like what is that, rainfall simulators. The poles will also have communication devices like DSRC or CV2X, so that you can get connected vehicle environment in this test bed. Okay, so this is the way the test bed is being designed. Okay, as I said, there will be signalized and unsignalized intersections, and we are going to have drone runways. Okay, drone landing areas, control test areas. So all these things are going to be part of this, which is actually now under construction. So you can see this. Okay, the civil works are going on. Similar parallelly, we are trying to set up the smart infra also on it. So we are hoping by the end of December or so, by the end of next 3 to 4 month time frame, it should be up, and the first phase at least will be functional. So that is the vision with which we are building this test bed. So we feel that the test bed will be the destination for next generation mobility research. Okay, where it will be a platform for collaborative research with academia, industry, and R&D labs. Okay, so this is about the test bed. So all the technology that are being developed. So I think we have with Tihan, the R&D collaborators at IIT Hyderabad. They are working on UAVs, fire-resistant UAVs, and some ROVs for infrastructure monitoring. Similarly, IIIT Dharwad, we are collaborating with them on humanoid robots. So I think all these things can be for testing and validation. Our test bed, we feel, will be a useful place for validation of their prototypes. Yeah. So again, as I told, as part of skill development, we have started a 2-year MTech program in smart mobility. This is an interdisciplinary program. So last year, 2020, we started. So students from EE, CS, mechanical, civil engineering, design, and math department are being admitted through GATE. Okay, so last year we have admitted 17 candidates, and this year we are admitting 25 candidates. And the number of people who are applying are also very large number. Though it is the first time we have called in the last year, we got around 456 applications. This year the application numbers have doubled. Around 895 students have applied, and of which we are admitting 25 students. So that way the smart mobility program has got a very good visibility. Similarly, we have 13 PhD scholars who are already working from different departments, and we have postdocs and research staffs working in Tihan. We have the most important thing is faculty, almost 35 faculty from different departments. Okay, at IITH are part of Tihan. Okay, so the core research groups, as I told, we have identified almost 8 to 9 core research groups which are listed here, starting from sensors, system design, then communication networking, AI, ML, edge compute, design, security, simulators, testing and validation, safety testing and validation. So these are the core groups in which people, faculty, and students and staffs are working on at Tihan. And also most of our R&D collaborators are also working in one of these subdomains or work groups. Yeah. So our already existing collaborators, as I said, we have identified academic collaborators like IIT Dharwad, IIIT Dharwad, IIIT Sri City, CRISAT, and labs like CDAC Hyderabad, Trivandrum, and IIIT Kanchipuram. Okay, and we are closely working also with ARAI. Okay, as I told you, it is very important that some standardization regulations needs to be proposed to the government in the area of autonomous vehicles. So in that context, we are working closely with ARAI, and when it comes to aerial vehicles, the quality control of India and DGCA, we are closely discussing with them. And as I was saying, from the test bed perspective, NTU Singapore and University of Michigan already have test beds, so we are working with them, interacting with them to understand the test bed perspectives. Okay, so from the industry perspective, we have industry like Suzuki, Maruti, Nvidia, and many more on board. Working with us on this autonomous vehicle or technology development, navigation technology development. Yeah. So with this, what we would like to conclude is, or summarize is, Tihan at IITH is envisioned to be the destination for the technology development for next generation mobility research. Okay, we believe that this will be a platform for collaborative research between academia, industry, R&D labs, both national as well as international. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Rajalakshmi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
There is one participant has raised the hand. Can we take the question, Professor Rajalakshmi?
Yeah, sure, yes.
Vilash, can you please unmute?
Maybe should I stop sharing?
Yeah. Vilash,
Yes, sir.
please. Go ahead and ask the question.
It raised the hand.
Vilash?
No,
Vilash-
sir, I didn't raise the hand, sir.
Oh, there is.
Okay. By
thank
fault.
you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. It was a really nice talk, ma'am. So it's a world-class facility that has been set up at IIT Hyderabad. So it will be of great benefit. Majority of the audience are here from IITs, NITs, IIITs, engineering colleges, universities. So this information will be really handy for them. So it could be certain collaborations, or it could be certain R&D projects that they're interested in. So that will be greatly helping them in that sense. Yeah. Sir.
Professor Rajalakshmi, do Tihan also have some internship opportunities for the student, because many of them are research scholars and students, if they want to experience?
Yes, we have in our website itself advertise that internship opportunity.
Great.
So for 3 months minimum period we are offering. Yes.
Great.
So if they visit our website, I think they can get the information. Yes.
Perfect. So that will be great. This one for the Shanti. You have some question?
Yes, sir, I have. Ma'am,
Please.
it was very nice knowing about Tihan. Actually, recently I was working as a entrepreneur, but right now also I work as a freelancer. So for freelancers and all, like for independent people who are working separately, developing technologies and like sometimes getting clients and doing, for those people, is there any option to learn or have any option to join internships in this internship program, like the independent people?
So see, there are, as I told, there are internship opportunities. I think in the chat window itself I had put the link. Okay, so you can access that. The other option is, we also give something called as, fellowship. For example, you have an idea and, we call it as the in-residence entrepreneurship program, okay, EAR program. So recently we had advertised for that as well. So once, we select people, you present the idea, we select based on the idea and give you, fellowship along with some, guidance for implementing your prototype. And once you are reaching to the level of prototype, and you can then go to the next level of incubation or startup, okay, which will be again supported by Tihan. So that way, so freelancers, I if I don't know in what way, these are some of the ways in which you can get engaged with our hub. If you more details we can share with you, you can send an email.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Professor Rajalakshmi, for sparing some time with us and also sponsoring this event. That's very important, because all the groups will enjoy GPU computing for building their systems. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Best to all. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jaswantu, I think we can continue.
Yeah, can you resume? Yeah, I will share my screen. Yeah, someone is asking some questions. You can respond on that. Yeah, someone is asking some questions.
Yeah. Actually, it was me, sir, again.
Yes.
So actually, this transition, there are two phonemes here, like ZH along with I, and ZH with S. So here is a phoneme to phoneme transition. We are talking about phoneme to phoneme, or is it one phoneme ZH to S transition, or is it like we are considering the whole ZH S or ZH I as one bigram like that?
So what no here I don't think bigram will come here. So what is my interpretation over here is that ZHI is the maybe I think there have three kinds we have seen. No, one will be intermediate, start, end, and single tone. Correct?
Yes.
I think so. Using that, maybe they are going for three states and their transitions they are showing. What my interpretation is, if yeah,
Okay.
I hope we can clarify that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So next, so this is all about triphone training. Sorry, monophone training. Next, we can go for make graph and decoding. Okay. We will use one set of alignment again, then we will go for monophone. To start from 10. So using the current model, we have just aligned another time. Now I will go for decoding. This 11th stage is for graph creation. Today in the morning session, Professor Samudra Vijay had shown how this graphs and described what is about regarding the graph. So this also required this HMM outputs, this HMM model, and what we need that this language model and the HMM model to create the graph. Once we get that graph, then we can able to decode it. Correct. So in this stage, we will create the graph. So we can see over here, these graphs have created with it. We can able to also see that graph, but maybe what I will show that we can start the decoding. Then so we have used this picture type as delta. Now the decoding has started. I think it will take around 20 minutes time. So by that time, you can go for breakout rooms. We can. I will request Laram to initiate breakout rooms. We can discuss. We have the breakout rooms.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, hello, Jaga.
Yeah.
Oh, my group number is 3, not 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm requesting all of you, please accept the invitation and join the respective group.
Were the rooms changed?
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Mine is 6, but I was put in 7.
Yes, mine is
My
7
room
and I
number
was
is
put in
6,
the
but I
first
was
one.
put in 7.
Okay. Okay. I will reassemble. On my 6, huh?
Okay.
Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, my group number is 3.
3. Okay. Salam.
Answer mine is 7.
Okay.
Jagbandhu, my group number is 4.
Sorry.
My group number is 4.
Okay. Then.
My group number is 7.
Ajit. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, my group number is 9. Can you just
Hello.
join me there?
Okay. Okay.
Can you share your screen and
So, like other participants, are you able to like run the what monophone training?
Yeah. Santanu, Om, Prakash Singh sir, Shaumya, Bilas, please accept the link and join the respective group.
Okay, okay, you can try it. Like so till feature like what?
Sir, kindly please assign me to group number 9.
Okay.
This all we have already done. Yeah,
so Triphone training is there now. Okay. Hold on.
After language model,
Another day will be there now. Yeah, after that will be.
No, that was also completed.
Now it's everything.
Wait, I will tell you.
Now it's recording this time. Okay, it will take 15-20 minutes time. for your memory and all this. So
we have done till stage 5 last time.
yeah. And you did it? Different modeling, but
Yes,
but
sir.
kind of.
No change. Yes, just stage by stage you have to comment and you will just see what like how is the
If you
flow
want to
going
do
on.
pharmacokinetic analysis, maybe this geometrical model why it is required.
Till stage 7 we have done, sir.
Geometrical
Till stage 7 we are done, and now from stage 8 we will be running.
I am not getting.
Yeah. From dictionary preparation completed. After that, language model.
Okay, it is
Then
fine. Then
monophone.
you want
So those who are quit the group, is there any problem?
Yes. What if? Uh-huh.
So those who are quit the breakout room, is there any problem? Let me know
Yes, sir. Yes.
so I can reassign your group.
Yes.
So Ramesh, let me know your group.
Yeah, group members name I have mentioned.
Yeah, so
Shishir, Shashmal, Vilas, Rabul, and Aditya.
so what is your group actually? I want to know.
Given number is 4.
Yeah.
But in fourth group there was no candidate is there.
So you want to join Shishir group?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm connecting you.
Okay.
Sir, I want to join group number 7.
Okay, Mitesh.
For line 62, I didn't get your context in which context was it. That's for running this thing.
Jagabandhu, yesterday I joined to ninth group, but today it displayed 6, but that appears to be different students.
Yeah, Lalaram, you have not assigned it properly this time, is it? What happened?
Actually, I have used yesterday one only. Just I am seeing that some members maybe.
Just according to this group ID, you just
Yes.
give him give assign. Please assign the members according to the group ID. No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Surikant sir, in which group you are?
Yesterday I was in 9. Is it
9.
yesterday one was properly assigned?
Yeah, properly assigned, but some of the participants are absent, so that's why in some groups some people are missing. So only 2 people are in the group, so that's why I assigned in different group, other
Maybe
group.
it should be in 9. Yesterday I was in 9.
Okay. So now I am assigning you in the 9 only.
Sure, please.
Top at the top. Can you scroll it down slowly? Yes, just a minute. Okay, can you scroll it down more? Yeah, correct. See, yes, I got the error. Like you have to write type com.
Hello.
Okay, stage 9, then it's not. Okay, then it's the
Hello.
training part, monophone training and then
Hello. 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 Hello.
We can hear you.
no,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what given
I'm
stage wise, like
asking that some of them are left out from the breakout room. So, is there any problem? I want to ask the participants.
this is a very short time if we start like writing.
Hello,
Yeah.
Lalaram. Like I got kicked out of the group. I don't know why.
Sorry.
Yeah,
In which group you was?
I was. I don't know what happened. Actually, I was been assigned 8, group number 8.
Okay.
Right. I shifted from 8 to 5 again, 5 to 7. It automatically it is changing. I don't know why.
It's not changing actually. It may be some. So you want to now you want to go to 8?
Anything is fine. I don't have issue.
Okay. Okay, I'm assigning you in the 8.
Basically, that is the data preparation stage that you have to do. Then after that, further things.
With the time you start with monophone, then using that monophone alignment, because initially we don't have any alignment.
Hello. What about others other members?
Sir, code is still running.
Sorry, Ganu?
Code is running, sir.
Sorry?
My code is still running, sir.
Your code is running.
Yes,
Okay. So in which group you was?
Sir, I was in the group 4.
4th.
Yes, sir.
So you left out.
Yes, sir. As I have already started to run the this code, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Create the graph so then you can find the best once there is from the group you will get the best marks, then best sentence.
Yeah. So at line 15. Yeah. One. So here it is written stage equals to -1. So what does this say? If you set it to -1, it will go from -1 up to the end. If you set it to 0, it will go from stage 0 to end, and so on. If you set it to stage 5, from 5 to end it will go. So what you do is, if you want to run it stage wise, so for say if you want to run stage 5, you comment the code from stage 6. So whatever the stage is from after stage 6, it will get commented. It will not be the part of the code. And now you set stage equals to 5. So if you set stage equals to 5, then only stage 5 is active. Whatever code is after.
Let me know if anybody have another problem.
Only stage 5.
Is anybody want to anyone want to assign any group?
I will write in the when we are generating. Okay. Are you joining the group?
Am I audible? Lalaram sir, there is no one in breakout too. There is no one in breakout too.
Which group, ma'am? Yeah. So in which group, ma'am?
Sorry?
In which group, ma'am? Actually, other people are in groups. So I assigned some according to assign the people according to the groups. So in yesterday in which group you was, ma'am?
Sir, I think you didn't assign me any group.
Yesterday I was, but maybe. Yeah, so I'm assigning you group 8.
Folder location and output folder location it will create that. Okay.
Salam, are you able to run? Please assign me to group 3.
Lalaram, we can close that breakout room. We can return to the main sessions now. Hello.
Say you have created your own software, you recorded on your own, then you have to create it. For table typing, says for table standard CSR software, I think that has it, but I don't know others have it. They are providing in the documentation that for some.
So, yeah, we can start now. Breakout room 8 have some problem, Lalaram. So welcome back to you all in the main session. Now we have done till this monophone decoding. So I think all of you have completed till this point. So in monophone decoding, we are getting a word error rate of 65.90 at this point. Now, we will go and
Raghavendra Krishna has asked, raised his hand.
yeah, Krishna sir, please.
Jagabandhu,
Yeah.
that final.mdl file, na? That is the most important file that in decoding process, where it is actually using, in which part it is actually using.
No, when you are creating that graph, correct?
Okay,
So that HMM, yeah,
in stage
HMM
number
states.
in stage number 11.
Yes.
Utility in 12 to 218 number line, na?
Correct.
But okay. Can you show me exactly 2018 5? Here now, here. Okay, in this process that is going to use, and after getting doing all these things, then we can do the testing part using the decoding.
Using that graph, you can do the decode.
Okay. Can you see the information in that particular curve?
What graph?
In the graph, what is the information stored after executing this line or
Yeah, you can convert that graph. I think currently I don't have that how to convert it. I don't have that. Maybe that will be like binary file. We have seen that GMM info.
Okay.
That there is a similar binary file. I can send you the link for that where you can get that. The similar binary file is there which can convert this graph to an image. You can see that.
Okay. Then let's see what happens. Okay, thank you.
So this graph has been created. Now we can see in the experiment mono, there will be a folder called decode, which has been created over here. So if we go and see this, here we can see this word error rate we are getting is a minimum 65.90. If we go and see here, there have multiple word error rate files. Okay, so from that we are taking the best one. Okay, so with respect to these decoded files, their scoring will be here inside this. Okay, you can open this. This is my utterance ID, and this is my word IDs. Okay, so now if I will go to log file, I can able to see the decoded files with this best things code log, not this one. Yeah, if you see this is my utterance ID and this is the decoded one. Okay, so we can now compare this with the test one. This is my test file text. Now this is the corresponding file if I am not wrong. This line number 8 to line number 1 over here. This is my ground truth. Actually that is spoken that because we are sleeping instead of conquering the lovely Rose princess has become a fiddle without a bow, while 4 sits there are cooling drop. This is my test filter file, but the output is coming like this. Okay.
Why this WER different for everyone for same data?
Yeah, they are using that different thresholds. Okay, so they are doing multiple decodings, okay, from this graph. Okay, so that's why they are getting different WERs with iterations. They are doing some beam search, correct? So using different beams, they are getting different WER values. So you can consider from the best one.
Yeah, best would be similar, like 65 or 66, around that one. I got only 40.
What?
My WER is 40 only. How is that?
No, that 40 will come the last
Yep.
one. So you have, I think you have run the whole script.
Then he has completed.
Monophone decoding WER is 65.90. Yeah, Suryakant sir, doing something.
He has completed entire workshop. He need not have to attend from tomorrow onwards, I think.
Okay. So now we can go for Triphone training. So this Triphone training will be done in the 13th stage. So where we can do the Triphone training, then we'll go for one stage of alignment. Okay. Okay, sorry, I think I have not selected it. So now here, this train delta is generally used for converting from monophone to triphone training. So the triphone training is done now. In the same way, you can also able to see the triphone model using that GMM info and show transition and all this. This I've written here. Maybe you can check offline. I will go to this triphone decoding. So this make graph and decoding steps are common in every stage. You can, after monophone decoding, you can check that once you create the graph and do the decoding, you can see the word error rate. Similarly, in triphone training and after training triphone, you can see the you can do make graph and decoding to see the word error rate. Then after that, I have skipped For I will train this LDA and MLLT. Then I have not used this decoding. After the speaker adaptive training, I am finding this make graph and final decoding output. So now let's see what Triphone giving the word error rate. Initially we got some say 65 word error rate. Let's see what we are getting here. So we have to change the stage. This will be 14 we have to give. Yeah, I've already given now. So here also this feature type is delta, because we have taking delta features, 39 dimension, 13, 13, 13. So by that time, if you have any question, you can ask. It may take some 10, 15 minutes. Are you people parallelly doing or?
Jagabandhu.
Yeah, hello.
If you want to change the parameter of MFCC, then where should we go to change the parameter?
Yeah, you have to go to here. EGS, we are working in this directory. Okay, so you have to go to S5 and conf. This is MFCC conf is here, no?
Okay, within NFAC
So here,
MFCC.
here is generally we are taking use energy as false. Okay, so that is the non-default option. Okay, So
Okay.
if you want to put anything, you can put whatever you want to change. You can change here. So if you want to see what are the things available there, I can show you. Yeah, so these are the parameters are all available. Okay, you have to specify like this: low frequency, high
Can you
frequency.
make it 1 minute? 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, frame
Option.
size, frame shift, all this you have to specify.
Means if we not satisfy specify anything, that it will take the default value. Okay?
Default value, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to change, you can change.
Means you simply write it down there itself, and we can in MFC.
Yeah, it will automatically take. Yeah, it will automatically take these things. Okay.
And what are the other 3 files? Decoding config and online convo.
All these config files are there. Yeah, you can put some threshold or something. You can. And
Okay.
yeah, that link are there. Maybe I will share that part.
You can share
these slides. You can able to get.
You can share this slide now, means link na, such that we can directly go and find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and some feature also you can, some parameters also you can change from, suppose mono, for mono training it is using train underscore mono.sh. So in after visiting the mono train underscore mono.sh,
Okay.
there also some parameters you can change, suppose number of Gaussians and other things.
Okay, 1 minute. Where we can find that one? Experiment mono na? And it will be the result na?
In steps.
Where?
In step folder / train underscore mono.sh. That file is there. In step folder.
Step.
Yeah. Steps folder.
Where that's steps folder?
Yeah.
That mono.sh is there na?
Yeah.
Mono.sh, 1 minute. I'm just checking. Mono mo.
Train underscore mono.sh.
Train underscore mono.sh. Train underscore
And the tree.
mono.sh. Okay. So here, number of iteration, okay. Many parameters are there. You can change it here also, na?
Yeah. Especially that other, suppose you are training of other models, so there also that some scripting we are calling. So from there.
Okay. So you can there. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, Sajal, please.
Actually, my monophone on decoding started at 418, but still it's going on. I can't able to understand it's going properly or not, because it doesn't show any error, but just blinking.
Yeah, monophone decoding, it actually take time. It will take around 20 to 30 minutes time. In my system, it takes 20 to 30 minutes. Maybe your system, I don't know. It depends on your specification of the system.
i3 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, and
yeah, I think it have only 2 cores.
4 cores.
Four core. Yeah, the 2 cores means 4 threads you are getting. In my case, it have 12 threads. So it may be 3 times faster. So maybe you can take some 1 hour time. It may take. Even I have 16 GB RAM.
Okay.
Sajal,
you can open another terminal and type in top command, TOP. It will show that it is running. Even mine is 8
TOP.
GB, it is still running. TOP, top, bottom, opposite of bottom, top.
Yeah, you can see here TOP.
Okay.
Okay.
To stop the display, press Q. To stop the, otherwise it will take your time.
Yeah.
Okay, sir,
So
I open it.
yeah.
Process is going on. GMM LAT plus. That is taking 90% of CPU.
It is running. GMM
Okay.
something, yeah. It's running. You, see, mine is also for 8 GB and still it is running since an hour, so it will run.
Okay,
You
okay.
just
Sir,
have to wait, that's all the patient.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we got the output of this Triphone. We are getting some 48.52. Okay. So we have total word of 20,138. Out of them, these are, I think, these are the errors we are getting. So these have some 1194 insertions, 1188 deletions, and some 7389, I think, substitutions. Okay. So in generally, this word error rate was computed as insertion plus deletion plus substitutions divided by total number of words we have. Okay. So if you want to see that, I can run that next part. Then I can in that time I can show you this part. So now we have done till this Triphone decoding. Next, we can go for Triphone with this linear discriminant analysis transform and this maximum likelihood linear transform, okay, linear regression transform. What we have discussed in after post pre-lunch session. You can see that part here. What it is doing, this train LDA MLLT.sh will train this one, and it will give it will train with respect to this linear discriminant analysis and MLLT transform. Okay, so then it will create in try2. This is known as try2. Initially, whatever we got, that is try1. So this is named as try2b, and then we'll align it once with respect to this try2b. Then after that, we will go for again we will go for this speaker adaptive training using the output of this alignment. And once we done with this speaker adaptive training, then we will go for make graph and decoding. Okay, then we will find the final word error rate what we are getting. Okay, let's we have done till stage 14. Now I will run from 15. I'm removing the comment. Okay. So by that time we can go and see that part. Yeah. This is the formula of we can compute this word error rate. So this will be my number of substitutions, number of deletions and insertions. Suppose I have a reference word will be I am going to the college, and the hypothesis came as I can of going to college. So that can is not there in the reference, and in the hypothesis it is inserted. So that is my insertion. Okay, so in that way we can find number of insertions in the whole testing set. And this M is replaced by op. Okay, so that's why this substitution. Okay, so to the college, so this the is deleted, so that there is deletion. So we have 3 errors here, and if we see in the reference, we have 6 words, correct? So 3 by 6, that means the word error rate we are getting 50%. Okay, that means accuracy is also 50%. Okay? So that is this is the way we are computing this word error rate. Now, and the other thing I just want to point out here, when we are going for till this, I will expand it. Till the Triphone training, we are not we are doing speaker independent training and speaker independent testing. Okay, so in that case we can use this decode.sh. When we will go for speaker dependent training in using that SAT in 16th stage. So after that, we can, if we use this decode.sh, there have no meaning of speaker adaptive training. If we are doing speaker adaptive training, we have to go for FMLR testing, decode_fmlr.sh. So this testing we have to use. Okay. So I think that's all. Maybe we can again go to this breakout rooms and we can discuss. I will request Lalaram to initiate the breakout room.
Hello. 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 Program or somebody may want to ask any query. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, for my
Yeah.
Triphone, it's coming 48.66 euros, sir. What euros?
Yes. So the means you are able to execute the program and it's
Yes, sir.
successfully
Yes,
executed. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
sir. Sir,
And do you want to ask any query other end?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I want to ask this, sir, if I want to, sir, design a ball chart for my own local language, so,
Okay.
sir, what would be the modification that I had to make in this code, sir?
Sorry.
What would be the modification that I need to?
Okay. Okay. So what you want to design a system, ESR
Yes, sir.
system in your own language, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was your question. So first you need data actually. The model is same.
Yes, sir.
Suppose now we are running for Hindi or other, suppose English and any other language. So
Yes, sir.
model is same. You can use the same model.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just
Yes, sir.
data will change. You can
Yes, sir.
you need to collect the data in your language and you need to transcribe it. From there you need to create a lexicon,
Yes, sir.
and by using that data you can you can create your CSR system.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So that only the data is needed.
Sir, data is needed, sir.
Yeah, you need to collect the data in your own language.
So, sir, data actually, sir, in our language we don't have particular manuscript. So,
Yeah.
sir, data can be audio file, sir, na?
Sorry.
Data can be, sir, only audio file, sir.
Data can be.
We don't have a manuscript in our language, sir.
Okay.
So, data maybe only can be a audio file, can, sir?
Yeah, audio file. Suppose you have an audio file. From the
Yes,
audio
sir.
file, actually for ASR we needed transcription.
Yes,
So
sir.
from the audio file, people need to transcribe it, and
Yes, sir.
from the using these transcription, you can create your model.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So manually we need to create transcribe.
Yes, sir. So manually, sir, we have to transcribe the audio file, na, sir?
You need to collect, first you need to collect your data on your language.
Yes, sir.
Then you need to transcribe it.
Okay, sir. And sir, in this sir, in coding part, sir. So I think we need to make a slight modification in the coding part, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, in which parts there will be we have to make the modifications, sir? Can you, sir? Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, in this random custom code, sir.
Okay.
In which part, sir, we have to modify, sir? Can you just elaborate, sir, a little bit, sir?
You can, according to your requirement, you can modify your parameters actually.
Okay, sir.
What are the parameters? Suppose you are not getting that good word error rate, so you can modify the parameter and check for these parameters. Suppose it will, you are finding the good word error rate, so you can change.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, and I have another question, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, apart from, sir, this code, what if what if I'm trying to design a bubble chart for my own language by using the acoustic feature, sir?
Okay.
So, sir, what will be the, sir, proper way, sir? Can you just suggest me some tips, sir?
What is the proper
way, sir?
Sorry, proper
way, sir. Can you suggest me some tips, sir?
Actually, I'm not getting your last word. Proper after proper.
Sir, can you suggest me some advice or tips, sir?
For creating your own system.
On ball chart, sir.
Okay.
So local language.
There
By
is
using the
not
acoustic
any
feature.
specific. There is not a specific suggestion. Actually,
Yes,
you got a model. So that actually that you need to understand that priorly actually people need to understand how it work and how the script we can run, and slowly it will come. You whenever you explore the scripts, all the system, whenever you explore the what is the model you are running, whenever you explore that thing, you can understand slowly. So
Yeah, welcome back all. Maybe Lalaram, you can stop the breakout. And
okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
There, if we have to return to the main point. रिकॉर्ड रूम क्लोज कर दिया क्या?
Hello. Hello, Jagabandhu sir.
Yes, Sajal, please.
Actually, you told me to install Python 2.7, so I just ran sudo app command on Google. Then it shows that in newer version of Ubuntu, it is already Python 2.7. But actually, I am using Ubuntu 20.04. That should be the problem. That may be the problem.
No, that may not be problem. Maybe
Can I
see that.
I am sharing my screen just for a second. Actually, you can see when I just run the command sudo app install Python 2, then I got this kind of message.
No, you have to. You just gone through the Google. Maybe you have to add that repository to in your system. Then you have to update it. Then you can able to install it. There have some procedures to install. Maybe you search it out in Google. You can get.
Actually, I
Directly
find...
by giving sudo apt install Python 2, you may not get that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes, so I think all are joined back in the main group. Now I think my decoding has over for the Triphone with.
You have not shared your screen.
Okay. So I have shared now my screen. Now I think this Triphone with MLLT plus speaker adaptive tuning is done. we are getting a word error rate of around 40.03. So what we have seen that with from Monophone to Triphone and Triphone to this Triphone 2 and Triphone 3, we are improving our performance of the ASR model. Now this g.fst file that using that IRLSTM, we have generated on our own using very limited set of training data. Okay, so we have only used the transcriptions present in the training set, and training set only have some 1500 files. Okay, so that may not be sufficient to build a language model. Okay, so that may be the reason we are getting here very high word error rate. Let's see the whatever pre-trained model, pre-trained language model is there that are in ARPA format. From mini library speech we can download that file, and that was created from huge number of text corpus. Okay, so now using that, let's see what error rate we are getting. So if you see, we have downloaded some 5 files from OpenSLR. So this, if you see, 3 gram prompt 3 into 10 to the power 7 arpa.gz file, that is the language model, pre-trained language model. So we don't have to train the language model. We can directly use this. Okay, so the script for that, it's this one, run custom PR_LM. So here all the things are same like earlier. Yep. Stage 0, we will do the same data download from data preparation. Stage 2 will be language model preparation. This will copy the language model to local LM. Okay, so here we will prepare our data, and it will give us this data, then train and development. Inside data train and development file will generate and all this. Then the third part, it will again compute this MFCC feature vector here. Okay. So then here it will come the language model part. Dictionary, we will use the same method to from this vocab. Here the only difference is the model, that GFST we will not build. We will use the GFST file whatever given in that ARPA format, that GZ file. Okay, and other things are all same. Okay, so generally that grammar will be from in the morning session that I have discussed, that by trigram. So this trigram model, that will be word to sentence model, correct? So that is already we will use the pre-trained model for that. Okay, other things will be same. Okay, so here we are using the language preparation. Say it is similar like earlier one, only we have used this step 6, which will which is a script called format_lm language models.sh. So which will take that ARPA model and it will convert it to our FST model. Okay, so I will run till this, and once I will show you, then after that.
So up to stage 5 it is same, Jagwan. Up to 5 stage stage 5 same, no?
Same. It is same.
6 is the additional
only
one.
Stage 6 have changed.
Okay.
Additional one. Not additional one, not it's a replaced one. That earlier we are using that IRLSTM to compute that GFST file, that is not required here.
Okay.
So this format.lmst will create that. Then after that all are same again. Okay. So I will comment from here, and we will see what we are getting till that point. So after I am using -1 here because I have already run in this, and these files are generated. I want to remove first all these files, then I want to run this. That's why I have kept here as -1. Okay, So now let's do that. Yeah, I think till this point it has generated. So I will show you the difference only over here. Sorry.
So can you again share the changes you made in run custom.sh to import the language model? We missed that part.
Yeah, only changing in stage 6. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
data.
another change also I have done here. If you see, wait, I just, yeah, here vrelm.sh, correct? So if you go to the local folder, S5 local, okay. So I have two files. One will be data lmsh, where I am creating the shortcuts for only two. Okay.
Okay.
Creating the shortcuts for only lexicon and vocabulary, correct?
Okay.
Now, if I will go for this pre-LM, I'm creating the another shortcut for this one. Okay, because that I have to use, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only difference is this one. Here in the stage 1, then I am using in stage 6, I am using that. Okay. Here to generate that GFST file, and that GFST file will be generated inside that local. If you see, if you go to S5 data local, initially
Okay.
Sorry, wait. Yeah, initially that was here, and here this GFST file was created, correct? If I am not wrong, for the earlier case, correct? Using IRLSTM, we have created this GFST file that was created here. Now, the same thing has been copied to here, and GFST file have created over here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
The only difference is this one. Then after that, instead of this file as a language model, I will use this file as a language model. Earlier case, all the cases from decoding graph, all cases we are using this NoSP, correct? Instead of this, we will use now test TG small. Okay. The only difference in the script is that one. Other things are same. Okay. So I can show you over here. So from the monophone decoding, all the cases we are using lang underscore NoSP. Okay. In all the cases, if you see. So here we will use this short case. Okay, see. In the make graph. Okay. So this, because for training, we may not need this one, because for training, we will do this corresponding training set, whatever phones are there, accordingly we will do the training. But when we are making the graph, their language model is required, correct? So there we are using this TG small. Okay. So now we can run the whole part and see. Moving this. We have run till 6. Right. So from 7 we will start. So it may take some half an hour time. So in between that, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Jagabandhu, there was some error about missing square bracket on your terminal.
Where, sir? Okay, 159. Okay, this should be a space. I have missed that time. That's why it is telling. Om Prakash sir, you can mute.
Can you repeat what are we doing in the run custom LM wala file?
Yeah.
Because if
So
I'm seeing they are almost the same commands, right?
yeah, almost same commands. Only the stage 6 we are changing. Okay. And here in stage 2, no, stage 1, instead of that was data LM, correct? One script file. So there we are generally taking only 2 files as a shortcut to local directory, means that will be LM file. What we are taking, this data LM, correct? Inside this data, we have created a data folder, data inside data and LM, this LibreSpeech and this vocab we have copied.
Yes.
Here we are copying 3 files.
Okay, so basically we are just adding the language model now.
Language model here, and instead of creating the language model from scratch, here we are creating language models from scratch, correct?
Yes.
If you see here in this process, stage 6, stage 7, we are creating our language model from scratch, correct?
Yes.
Using IRLSTM, correct? So in this case, we are using the existing one. That's all. That is the difference. And this.
So the existing one, in a sense, you have made it and then you have shared it.
I
with
have
us.
not. I have not made it. That from that data is available in open source. They have given that language model. So here we are using a small data set. This is not the full LibreSpeech data set. We are using a small subset of mini LibreSpeech, which have only 5 hours of training data and 2 hours of testing data, correct? So this language model, what this pre-LM is, no, that is computed from the whole LibreSpeech data. Okay.
Okay, so that is the better version of the.
Better version of this one. This we are creating a small set, so that they have created and shared openly. Okay.
Okay.
Jagbandhu.
Yeah.
I am getting error in the ARPA 2 SSD.
What error you are getting?
Up to it is actually. Can I share my screen?
Yes.
Are you able to see it? Jagbandhu?
Yeah, I am able to see it.
1 minute. You see this one.
No, what file you are running now?
That second one, na? RAM custom PR, RAM custom underscore PR underscore LM.sh. Up to this, I have run. Okay, it is showing error in this portion.
When you down, okay. So can you go to, maybe it may take. GG. Okay, so this file it is not getting actually. That's why it is giving the error. Can you go to your local LM folder? Data local LM.
Data local LM.
So what it is asking? Same file or something different? LMTG small or something else it is asking?
Long length test.
TG
Data.
mid it is asking. Okay. Can you just go to the root directory, the main directory S5.
Okay.
No, in your terminal.
S5 it is. I am here in S5 itself.
Just write git pull. Git pull. Git pull.
Git pull.
Space PULL. Enter. Now you run.
I will run. It will take lots of time, na?
Run it, no?
What we have done, just writing that script, git pull. What is the use of it?
I will tell you, and let it first finish that one.
Okay, let it pass. It is complete. These things are completely new, na? Okay, it is done. Lexicon. .txt.
Done, no?
Same error. Kaldi fatal error.
I have removed that. Still, it is asking. Please go to that file. This file. I will show you. Just wait. I am thinking that maybe the error, but let me see.
I'll stop sharing, huh?
No, you go to that formats local, then formats format underscore lms.sh.
Data local.
No, not data local. S5.
5.
Local.
Local.
Then inside that format lms.sh. That is there no link. This
Format.
side.
Okay.
Open that. Here, go down. Here no, you have to change here. TG small. It should be TG small. It's not TG mid.
Which
TG
line?
mid you just remove. Just
Which
remove
line?
TG mid. 46.
Which line?
46.
46. It should be.
There TG small and TG mid both are there, no?
Okay.
So only TG mid you remove. TG small will be there. Because we are not taking medium one. Only small one we are taking. Just remove that. Space. Another, you just delete. Yeah. Control S. Now you run, you will not get any error.
Okay.
I think I have to also maybe all of them will get this error because that is a shortcut it is taking from somewhere. Before running, you can change the stage, no? That which space. Okay.
What?
You can change the stage number. Otherwise, it will run from the first. No?
Okay. Sorry.
If that stage number is 7, then it will only start from 7.
Yes, sir. Most of them are getting the same errors. I'm also got the same.
Yeah, please. You also change that.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
Just remove that mid because we are not taking this mid language model. We are only taking the small one.
But in the earlier case, we are taking that one.
No, actually, that was the default code they have. No, I have changed in my case. So as that is a shortcut, that link they are giving, no, that is present in some other folder. So when you are doing that git pull, you are not able
now
to.
It is running. Okay, successfully done. Okay. So next we have to run the rest of the part, na? Or you have to make
rest of the part. You have to just give their stage number from where you have commented. Just give the stage number.
Commented this one. So I remove this one.
Give that 7. You just give in the option. Stage equal to 7.
7. Okay. Go to 15. Stage equal to 7.
Control S.
Control S. Okay. Thank you. Let's see what happens.
to
Can you share the changes you made in stage 6? Because for the pre-trained language model.
Yeah, Ajay, you are asking something?
Yeah, I'm asking. I think there is a difference in the stage 6 instruction with pre-trained language model. So I could not copy that. So stage 1 I modified. So the directory name has to be changed.
Yeah.
So here
This,
it is. When
yeah.
we were building our own language model, I think there was a different command. Now I think it is.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
And also you have to change here in your case this if you go to S5 local here yeah, if you see this format lm.sh, no, in your case that may be here there will be tg small and tg mid. You have to remove that tg mid one. Okay,
We need to remove TGS small, right?
tg small will be there, tg mid you have to remove.
Okay.
Okay, because we are only taking the one model, because this tg mid will hang your system. It will take lots of time to do this decoding. change from
that I will
ARPA to
state
FST.
6 also change because
Yeah, here and here you have to change.
yeah, so this can you copy because
No, that script I have already given to you. No, that is already there in your this one. If you have pulled from GitHub, no.
it is custom underscore lm.sh. Okay, fine.
Correct. It is already there. Just you have to
Oh.
change this and run.
Okay. I was running custom.sh.
No. Just you have to change here and
got it. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused with the custom run.
Yeah, no issue. Yeah, I think we can close today's session. Maybe it will take some time to run the whole script. If you have any error, maybe tomorrow we can discuss. Is it fine?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yes, so all these things we are currently running on our CPUs, right?
Yeah, in CPUs you are running.
So can we also use the CUDA thing in Kaldi?
Yes, we can use CUDA thing on Kaldi. Maybe tomorrow's session, they will use TDNN, time delay neural network. On that case, they will use CUDA. Okay.
So will we do it in Kaldi only, or
yeah, on Kaldi only. Kaldi only.
Okay.
Yeah, so that may not be possible in your laptop. They will run it in Google Cloud Server, hopefully. And they will also give you access. You can also parallelly try in cloud server how to run this Kaldi and all this. Okay.
Jagabandhu,
Yeah.
CUDA is a platform, I think, right? It is nothing to do with Kaldi or anything.
CUDA is just a platform to enable parallel coding. That's all.
Yes. That's correct. Yeah.
In generally, this matrix multiplications, it is taking lots of time to do. In within this 20, we are using some nj equal to 10 or nj equal to 20, parallel job.
Correct.
So that we are doing multitasking. So if you use CUDA, that there have more number of cores, tensor cores. So you can even do the matrix multiplication through that. It will be very much faster over there. So that's why that is the reason that neural networks mostly they are matrix multiplications, correct?
Yes.
Using the parameters and these feature vectors. So that will be faster using CUDA. So that's why people prefer that. Kaldi already have CUDA support, so we don't have to do anything. Just when we are compiling it, when we are installing Kaldi, that if we have installed it properly with CUDA, then we don't have any issue. It will automatically take CUDA. Yeah, it's still running. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss.
And if we have some modern networks like LSTM or something like that, so is that also available on Kaldi? or at that time we do not use Kaldi?
No, that LSTM and all these are not available in Kaldi. But there have Kaldi and PyTorch. Some packages are available in GitHub. I have not remembered the package, the like ESP.NET and all this. No, so they have a package. They have introduced in InterSpeech that Kaldi and PyTorch. So there you can able to do that. So they will use the same framework. Only the neural network part they will do in PyTorch.
Yeah, what exactly happened is this Kaldi, these are all hardcore speech researchers. Therefore, this Kaldi is, you can call it a toolkit or whatever may be, specifically meant for speech processing.
And that is only for HMM GMMs.
I think DNN also there somewhere.
Yeah, feed forward neural network and time delay neural network is there.
Yeah.
So nowadays, even this LSTM, if you see, compare LSTM and TDNN, TDNN is far better than LSTM. In the small dataset case, and if you are going for transformer and all this, that implementation, if you want, then you have to go for PyTorch, because it is not. They have not given this scripts. The scripts are not available. Yeah, PyTorch Kaldi. That Sai Ganesh is replying. PyTorch Kaldi, that toolkit.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not explored that part. Maybe it may support. You may check transformer and this by LSTM, is that support or not?
Sorry, can you again share the location of file to be changed? I just missed it.
Okay. So this one, are you able to see?
No, font is very small, so
I think
it is in
S5 local format lms.sh.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Line number 46.
Yeah, that I will get.
So I think this monophone decoding has done. It is giving 49.50. Earlier, if you have remembered, that is giving some 65, correct? So now it have improved. So in the similar way, it will improve and it will give them around 17 point something. So I think we can close today's sessions with this. If you have any doubt, I will take. Otherwise, you can close. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, please.
Sorry to say again, because I was running the other portion, the previous one. So here the change was just like in this file at line number 46, there was a change. That is the only change, and then we have to run the run underscore custom. That's all right.
Yes,
Nothing
yes,
else.
yes, yes, yes.
The only change is in format.lms.sh at line
Correct.
number 46.
Correct.
Okay. Command 5.
Yeah, but we need to run custom lm underscore lm. Not
PR underscore lm.sh.
Yeah, I was confused with that.
Yeah, we do not have to run the previous one. We have to run.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So in this new file, which prune.lm underscore sh, which we are running right now, we don't have to do any change. Yeah.
No, you don't have to do any change. It is starting from, it will start from minus, the stage will start from -1, just you have to run it. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Samadhi sir, can we close today's session from me?
I think yes, because now it will take several hours. So
Yeah. So we'll close today's session. Maybe we'll meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks.